And now for our next news special report.
In a stunning turn of events, the world holds its breath as Russian warships clash with American and Canadian ships near the Florida coast. The haunting echoes of the Cuban Missile Crisis reverberate as Russian nuclear submarine surfaces just miles from Key Largo. With tensions at a boiling point and the specter of global conflict looming, the question on everyone's mind is, are we on the brink of World War III? Now, before we dive into this special report, let me draw your attention to an offer that could be a game changer in these uncertain times. Just like the U.S. Navy is shadowing Russian ships to protect our nation, you can protect your home from skyrocketing energy costs with this amazing little device. You can plug it into a wall outlet and you can reduce your electricity storage, extend the lifespan of appliances, and keep more money in your pocket. Visit don'twastepower.com. Use my link below for a 60-day risk-free trial, 65% off, and free shipping. Act now before they sell out. Now, the world is on edge as a tense standoff unfolds between Russian warships and American and Canadian ships near the Key Largo, Florida coast. The situation escalated when a photo surfaced capturing the gravity of the confrontation. The image, reportedly taken by a cruise ship passenger, shows a Russian flotilla in close proximity to an American warship, a chilling reminder of the high stakes at play. Now, according to intelligence reports, the Russian warships have sailed into the Atlantic and are currently engaged in a dangerous game of cat and mouse with the U.S. and Canadian naval forces. 2 U.S. Navy destroyers are closely monitoring the Russian fleet, which is now a mere 66 miles from the Florida coast and has made port in Cuba for joint war games with the Cuban Navy. The situation takes on an even more alarming dimension with the revelation that a Russian flotilla, including a submarine capable of carrying hypersonic missiles with a formidable weapon that could reach the United States in a matter of minutes. And Moscow's decision to position such a potent threat so close to American shores is seen by many as a deliberate provocation and a strategic warning to the United States, particularly in light of NATO's recent authorization for Ukraine to carry out Russian attacks on Russian territory. The parallels to the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 are striking as the world once again finds itself on the precipice of a potentially catastrophic conflict. Just as the Soviet missile installations in Cuba brought the United States and the Soviet Union to the brink of nuclear war, the current standoff between Russia and the West has raised fears of a new Cold War era, with the added danger of hypersonic weapons and a more complex geopolitical landscape. Now, the gravity of the situation cannot be overstated. Russia's bold move of positioning submarines and warships so close to the United States is a calculated act of geopolitical chess designed to test the resolve of the U.S. and its NATO allies. It's a reminder of the fragile balance of power that exists between nuclear-armed nations and the devastating consequences of miscalculation or escalation. As the world watches with bated breath, the question on everyone's mind is, will diplomacy prevail, or are we headed towards a catastrophic conflict? The stakes couldn't be higher, and the outcome of the standoff will have far-reaching implications for the future of international relations and global security. U.S. reconnaissance aircraft are closely tracking the progress of the Russian flotilla, underscoring the urgency of the situation. And the USS Truxtun, a formidable U.S. Navy destroyer, is among the vessels shadowing the Russian ships. Its presence serves as a clear signal of American resolve and readiness to respond to any provocative actions. As tensions reach a boiling point, the words of the comedian and commentator Russell Brand, they resonate with chilling clarity. Take a look.
That this ball is world peace, because what's happening is a game is being played with world peace. Hypersonic missiles are now in Cuba. That's what happens when you provoke a nuclear superpower. And that's what we're going to be talking about on today's show. Don't play games with nuclear superpowers, because it could go terribly wrong, unless you're very good at the game. I mean, do you think Joe Biden is very good at international diplomacy? Have you seen any clumsiness or potential ineptitude from Joe Biden? Where's he going to lead? Nuclear war. What's it good for? Join us on the show. See you at these times. Stay free in the meantime. Let's hope we live that long.
Don't play games with nuclear superpowers because it could go terribly wrong. That's when he warns, highlighting the potential for catastrophic consequences if the situation is mishandled. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. The clash of Russian warships and Canadian and American ships near the Florida coast serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of peace in our world. As nuclear tensions rise and the specter of war looms large, it's imperative that cooler heads prevail. The American people must demand answers from our leaders. So where is Joe Biden as this crisis unfolds? Why isn't the mainstream media covering this critical story? The stakes are nothing less than the survival of our civilization, and we deserve transparency and decisive action from those entrusted with safeguarding our nation.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.